mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play.
Out of my way,
get out of my way,
out of my way,
out of my way.
All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time. From where you came,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
Ready, set! Ready! Hut, hut!
On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 23, this is second and 3.
Here we go! Ready, ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. We're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense, so it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Set.
On play action, Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Let's go. Set.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ken Black. Hut.
They'll go play action with Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Set. Ready. 45. Right. Set.
On 2nd down, Love. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. 60 red. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set. 52 blue. Watch out now. 60 Ready.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
Set.
They'll run it with Judkins. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 40. Hut.
Now Love. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green
Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. It's going to be a long day for this defense.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. So after one, 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fourth down, and here's Milrow. To the goal line and in. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Packers offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league.
Okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Striker. 3-3. Ready.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pick up to 7. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Set. Ready. Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Blue striker.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Cut.
Here's Love to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the Seahawks 43-yard line.
50, ready?
A second down throw for Love. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, Judkins. He'll get in behind his blockers, gets forward for a pickup of 3. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's complete to Watson. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Ready.
They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Packers. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. Here's Michael Dixon now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They had the touchdown on their prior drive, so that makes it 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far, as they look to put another drive together beginning here.
52 blue. Set.
Now, faking the give. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 2.
Let's go. 57.
On the give, it's Judkins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Packers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It is 2nd and 6.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
To throw is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Seahawks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
On the jump. Come on. Set. 68.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Alert!
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. Once again, it's Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one.
Holding offense. Still 1st down.
Here we go. 65.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This one from 49. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 red. Set.
Here's Love. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seahawks.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year.
Let's go. Red 38. Ready?
On play action, Love. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Ready up.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Yellow 43.
From the gun, it's Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how...
Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athletic athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Brings up second and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Milrow. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Seahawks draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team is out of the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Ready, cut!
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready,
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
cut! Ready!
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's out wide to Judkins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
It's Black Ultra. 52 blue.
Back to throw is Love. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The extra point is good. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. Get this complete to Horton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Okay, now. Ready?
We'll go play action with Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Yellow, 22. 5, 6, 10.
On 2nd down, it's Judkins. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup to 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They're down and 3.
Down. 10 black. Check, huh?
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. He's inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Packers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 14. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here.
Bad, but somebody got to do it.
Alert! Ready? Go!
Here we go. 4th down. It's Milroe. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. A gain of 21s as they get the conversion on 4th down.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Here we go.
Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go play action now with Milroe. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
That one swung out wide to Walker. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Ready?
2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, set. Panther 6.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Check, check.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Check, check.
Again, it's Milroe. That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some, just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Drill. 52. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Oh, looked like he wanted a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Seahawks up.
Here we go. Let's go. Bronco 80.
A handoff, running left is Walker. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It's a loss of 2.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Let's go. He'll
get this out to his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Still second down.
And it draws the flag. They'll go play action with Milroe. Downfield, he's got Horton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
At the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Hey.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively, holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. It's going to lead to 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Pack to 60. Pack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one. Touchdown, Seattle. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks back within 7. It's 35-28. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Black 40. 43 rail. Ready.
On the ground, Judkins. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Yellow, 22, check.
Love to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Black, 95. Cut.
To throw is Love. That one complete to Pierce. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. 19-18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3.
Press all 80. Press all 80.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the
26-yard Walker. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here comes 2nd down. They'll run here. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. They'll run. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll lunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run with Walker. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy as...
Oh, the ball's out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Ready?
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.